This program is a Creative Magic Network and Maura Sweeney collaboration.
Welcome to Maura for You. Maura Sweeney is an author, blogger, and public speaker who always has an eye out for you and your personal happiness. Conventional and offbeat, vintage and modern, Maura weaves clever anecdotes, insightful questions, and personal stories that challenge your mindsets and enable you to live happier from the inside out. Here's Maura with today's thoughts for you.
Do you need to defend your dogma? Well, if you're on a path to living happy from the inside out, you will definitely want to explore today's question. Do you need to defend your dogma? Now, you might be saying, what is a dogma? And I've never heard that word. Or you might be saying, why is it important? Well, let's first define what a dogma is, because it shows up everywhere, even if we don't frequently see the word in use. A dogma is defined as a principle or set of principles that have been established by an authority or perhaps by an institution, and they are regarded as being incontrovertibly true. Now, you hear those last two words, incontrovertibly true, as if they stand alone, they stand above, they cannot be touched because they are regarded as ultimate and complete truth. So you might say, well, I don't have any dogmas. And yet if you think again and look around you, you will be amazed at how frequently dogmas show up. And often, if you explore it a little further, you'll realize how frequently upholding or trying to uphold your dogmas and defend your dogmas can become a reason for not feeling too happy. Dogma and the idea of principles being upheld as incontrovertibly true show up in places like religion. They show up in politics, but they also show up in places like science, places like cultural groups, places like generational groups. And if you think about the idea of dogma and identifying yourself with a specific dogma, you end up becoming an element that holds true to whatever that belief system is. Now, frequently we do it because we hear it all the time. When we are around dogma and we uphold it, it becomes a sense of our reality. And we love stability in our lives. We love a comfort zone that says, yes, this is how the world is made. This answers all of my questions. Now, here's the crazy thing about dogma. If you have done nothing more than turned on CNN or Fox TV and watched two people argue the same issue from opposite ends, and you're standing there as an observer watching this, how often have you said to yourself, oh my gosh, these people are unwilling to hear what the other party is saying. They are arguing their end, their point, their dogma, as if it's incontrovertibly true, even in the midst of information or light or disclosures that prove them wrong. And yet you will see these individuals fighting to defend and uphold their dogma, even to the point of looking ridiculous and oftentimes looking ignorant. Well, what does that do for us? When we try to uphold, or let's say defend, a dogma, and we're doing it in the midst of information that really brings question to something we thought was truth, if we continue trying to defend that same dogma repeatedly against information that is speaking to us at another level that says, wait a minute, something here is not adding up, we end up really fracturing ourselves within, meaning we separate our mind into what we've been taught to believe, what we sense is reality, and we try to shut out and to deny new information and new disclosures coming to us that really are speaking to, let's say, a brighter truth, more of a version of truth. And it really takes away from our sense of peace. It takes away from our sense of integration or internal unity. And when we try to defend our dogma, we end up fooling ourselves and really turning ourselves into nuts. So what does this mean for you today? Are you still or trying still to defend your dogma? When you have a few minutes today, give yourself an opportunity to ask yourself this. If I could know ultimate truth, whatever that may be, and assuming that ultimate truth is the place where all light exists, where all things are seen in the brightness of light, would I really like to know what that truth is? And would I feel better and personally brighter and more illuminated if I could stand in that place of truth? Or would I still like to remain behind in something of a dark closet because I only want to uphold and hold on to something I'd previously been told? I hope when you're on your own, you'll give some thought and look at some of the areas of your life where you remember where you felt particularly uncomfortable or maybe exposed. Maybe there are people that you want to avoid or subjects that you look to turn away from because they threaten a previous idea of what the world or your worldview was all about. Give yourself an opportunity, maybe, to come up with a new intention to aligning with maybe what ultimate dogma or ultimate truth really is. And when you do, the light will start entering into you and brightening you from the inside out. Well, that's been my thought today, to wish you a living happy from the inside out moment. But before we go, let's tune in and listen to someone else share with us about what makes them happy from the inside out too. This has been Maura with More for You.
Hi, my name is Savannah Kutz and I'm from St. Pete, Florida. What makes me happy is showing and traveling with my dogs, spending time outside, riding horses, and being with my family. That's what makes me happy.
For more about Maura, visit her at moraforyou.com, where you can find videos, blogs, and her book series, The Art of Happiness. Visit moraforyou.com, where Maura is always for you.
Alrighty, thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. How did you like it? How did you like it? I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody out there, and also everybody who contribute to our Patreon page. You are really helpful to this show, and we are grateful for your help. In case you're wondering, Patreon is a simple way for you to contribute to the podcast and get super cool exclusive rewards in return. I promise you will love the perks. Our Patreon page is at frederickby.com. That's Frederick with a C. buylikebabai.com, and click Patreon in the header. The money is used to cover our production costs and enhancements. It is also used to cover our editing time and sharing to different podcast channels. You can contribute for as low as $1, and you can even choose your platform, either Podbean or Patreon.com. See ya next time.